says when the neshama leaves the body, before the neshama leaves, when he leaves, they ask the person 6 questions. So the Gemara brings 6 questions that will ask the person. And ask the person 6 questions. The 6 questions are, they ask him, that's the first question. Were you straight in business? Did you do ethical business, or did you bluff people or fool them? The second question is, did you have special time set aside to learn Torah? The third question is, did you bring children to the world? The fourth question is, Yeshua? Did you yearn for the saving of Klal Yisrael, that Mashiach would come? Did you pray with kavanah that the truth should be revealed in this world, that everybody should recognize the truth? The fifth question is, Pipalta b'chachma? Did you learn Tosfos? Did you learn in depth Torah? Did you try to, according to your capacity, to understand the Torah in depth? And the sixth question is, Hevanta dava mitech dava, meaning that you get to the madrega, which is called to make a chiddush of Torah, to learn one thing from another. Continues the Gemara and says, and even if he did all this, it's not enough. He can't merit in the din to go to Gan Eden. Everything depends on one other thing. What other thing? Im yiras Hashem hi oitzoroi. If he has the fear of Hashem. If not, all of it doesn't help him. What does it say in this Gemara? And I want to explain, but first I give a mashal. All the malot of a person, they're malot. But you know what they are? They're like a lot of zeros. 0, 0, 0. If you have Yirah Shamayim, that puts a 1 in front of it. The more zeros you have, then when they're together with Yirah Shamayim, then they become a Mayim. That's what this Gemara says. But without Yirah Shamayim, it's only zeros. Why? Because what is the purpose of creation? The purpose of creation, what is it? At the end of the day, the mindless of a person, what is the person? He's just a nivra. He's just created by Hashem. And every nivra doesn't have any essence in itself. The only essence, true essence, is the Creator. And the only way to have true essence is to connect with the Creator. And that's the chesed of Hashem. He gave us a way to connect with Him. What is the connection? What connects the nivra from the Creator? Malot. When a person has malot, he's in danger of gava. Those very malot can separate him from the Creator. Look, I have all these positive qualities. But with all those positive qualities, he just goes to the grave and that's it. He's only an Ivra. But if he has Yirah Shamayim, then the positive qualities become kalim. They become tools to be makabel, to accept from Hashem. Then he has something to connect with Hashem. The Yirah Shamayim is like the umbilical cord of the child to the mother. The child grows and develops and develops. If there's no umbilical cord, that's it. It's finished. There's no connection with the source of life. Yirah Shamayim, that's what Shlomo HaMelech says. Yirah Shamayim toisif. Yirah Shamayim toisif yom. And Yirah Hashem adds to a person's life. It adds days. In fact, here again, we spoke about the difference between biological fear, instinctive fear, and the fear of Hashem, which is a fear of Avodah. I'm saying over there from the Mashgiach, that Nosson Bachel in the Lakewood, he said like this, said, Yitzchak Avinu, it says when Avraham went to sacrifice him, was Porcha Nishmasa. It says that's his neshama left him from fear. He was so afraid at the time of the Akeva. Hashem had to return him his neshama. But we find an even greater fear in the Torah when he gave the bracha to Yaakov, and Esav walked in, and he realized that Hashem was masking, agreed that the bracha goes to Yaakov, and he realized that he lived his whole life with a mistake. He thought he made a mistake in halacha. He thought that really he has to give the bracha to Esav. And he realized he made a mistake. And we know that the special need of serving Hashem of Yitzchak was pachad, was yiras Hashemayim. So the Torah uses a language we don't find any other place. Such a sharp language. Vayechrad Yitzchak chadroda gedola ad ma'od. Chazal say that he saw the Gehenna open up in front of him. But we don't see that his neshama left him. We don't see any reaction, any negative reaction from this fear. This was a greater fear. The answer, and by the Chekeda, we see that from the fear his neshama left him. The answer is, so what's the difference? The answer is, the fear at the time of the Akeda, that was a natural fear. What was he afraid of? He saw the knife. He was afraid of the knife. That was a natural fear. A natural fear. A person affects the nerves, it affects it's unhealthy fear. But the fear that he made a mistake, that was Yirah Shamayim. Yiras Hashem. Gives a person a That's a positive fear. That fear has a different nature. That fear doesn't affect. Yeah, he's fulfilling the purpose of the world and the hepech. That's what Rabbeinu Yoner explains the pasuk also in Parak Einayim. Rabbeinu Yoner, Tamid Rabbeinu Yoner, the Gilu Barada says, what's the pshat? The Gilu Barada. If you have fear of Hashem, it's a makar for simcha. Yiras Hashem, since that's the purpose. It's that Rashi brings it in the first Rashi in Chumash. It says, Bereshis. Chachamim darshan, Bereshis bishvil reishis. Hashem created the world for reishis. What's reishis? Ein reishis el yirah shamayim. Like the pasuk says, reishis chachma yiras Hashem. And Shlomo HaMelech repeats it twice in Tehillim. Elokim asa sheyiru mifanav. Why did Hashem create the world? That one should fear Him. And so He finishes the Megillas Keros. Soif dava. What's the purpose of everything? Es elokim yirah. That's his voice of Shemar. He said, "The whole Bria was Nibra for Yirat Shemayim." And that's, and on Rosh Hashanah, when Hashem renews the world, it's as if the whole world is renewed, goes back to the beginning. The way to be Zeichet the Din is to make Kabbalahs of Yirat Shemayim. And now I just want to finish with one point. The test of Yirat Shemayim is in small things, not in big things. Because the Moshe was like this. It says in Shulchan Aruch and Yeredeya, the Sheichet has to be a Yirei Shamayim. It's a Hidur. The greater the Yirei Shamayim, the greater, the better to take the Sheichet. Why? Because the Sheichet, when he checks the sakin, he has to check the knife. And the knife, it could be a little tiny indentation, less than a millimeter. You can't even see it with the naked eye. So the Sheichet, he runs his finger across the knife, and he has to feel if there's any pegima. If there's a pegima, it's a shchita psuga. And if he doesn't have Yirah Shamayim, or he has less Yirah Shamayim, he won't feel the pegima. Only that Sheichet that is of the Yirah Shamayim gives him the extra feeling because he knows how serious he is. So he concentrates to find the pegima. As Yirah Shamayim makes a person feel a fine pegima. We all can feel that don't have so much what to be afraid. Rosh Hashanah, we think we're all in order and everything is fine. That's a sign of how less Yirah Shamayim. When a person he needs Yirah Shamayim to feel the Gomim, to feel the Gam in himself. To run his finger across himself and to become conscious of what he has to be metaken, one needs Yirah Shamayim. If the Yirah Shamayim feels the Beginas. And one more mashal of this is, that's the day a person can test himself. The Chazal say, the Poshet Pshat in the Posek is, V'ata Yisrael, Ma Hashem Alekecha Shoel Mimoch. What does the Rebbeinu Shalom ask from us? He asks from us, Ki Yiras Hashem Alekecha. Ma Hashem, that's what He asks from us, Yirah Shamayim. So we think, all right, it's a great thing, Yirah Shamayim, we have to work on big things. Comes the Gemara in Menachos and says, what does He ask from us? Al Tikri Ma. Ma Hashem Alekecha Shoel Mimoch. Al Tikri Ma Elo Meir. This is the takana of Meir Brochas, the Brochas that we make every day. We want to test Yirah Shamayim. Concentrate on the Brochas. You concentrate on the Brochas, that's Yirah Shamayim. If the Brochas are made without concentration, it means one is missing Yirah Shamayim. Chazal pasted on this pasuk the expression of Yirah Shamayim is how you make your Brochas every day. Simu levavchem al dacheichem. The person has to put his heart on his ways, become conscious. And it's from the little things, the 100 brachas, the little acts, the little thing. A brachas, how long does it take? 5 seconds. Those 5 seconds, how they're made, they are the test of Yirah Shamayim. And that's a place that everybody, in my opinion, before Rosh Hashanah, to make serious Kabbalahs, to improve his relationship with his brachas. That's one of the things that one has to always work on improvement. I wish you all a